How's it going, everybody? Hope we're all doing alright today. Back with a brand new video. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas and enjoyed it the best way that you could. And I'm out today because Father Christmas brought me some goodies. So I'm going to do a bushcraft video today. Do a bit of a review of all the equipment that I've got with me. See how it compares to nomadic bushcraft, which is more sort of the stuff that I do most of the time anyway, you know, with naked fire and raw materials and things like that. So yeah, if that sounds like something you'd be interested in finding more about, please stick around. Just look at it today, absolutely stunning. We had quite a bit of snow late evening last night, and I believe into the night as well, but I wasn't sure if it was going to stick or not. As you can see, it has done. You know, very Narnia this morning. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous. So this will be my first bushcraft video of winter, technically, because obviously winter solstice didn't start till the 21st of December, and it is the 29th today, I think, 28th, something like that. So yeah, should be a good one. But you know, it's funny when you, obviously this is absolutely picturesque, gorgeous today. When you're hauling all this equipment up, you know, I've got a heavy rucksack on as well. It's bloody hard going walking through the snow, because obviously your feet sinks into it, and this footpath I'm on right now, it starts to turn into slurry anyway. So like, you're putting more effort into your strides. So yeah, it can be a bit of a pain, that. The point I'm making is always wear the correct footwear whenever you're coming out in extreme weather like this. Tell you what, it's always a welcome sight whenever I get up to my den. Look at it this morning. How cool's that? Covered in snow. And if you look here, these here, deer tracks. Need to hurry up with that camera trap. Get it up here and then we can see what's taking the apples. So then, the equipment that I brought with me today, that Father Christmas brought for me, this stuff is, it's nothing like revolutionary or anything. You know, like if you're into your wild camping, bushcraft, it's basically essential parts of your kit really. But I much prefer sort of nomadic bushcraft, like I say, using raw materials and, you know, like working with an open fire and that sort of stuff. But the stuff I've got now will be an absolute lifesaver for me when I, you know, start wild camping again next year. You know, and even in just situations when I'm up here chilling out, you know, it'll mean that I have to carry less, you know, baggage with me. So first up, got one of these, portable stove, very easy to use. I've used these before when I've been wild camping with Luke, and yeah, you know, decent price. As I say, very easy to use. We'll look at that in a little bit when I get it going. But this is so good for pans and, you know, kettles and things like that. And hopefully today when I cook my burgers, they should cook really well on this. Because in the past when I've had the burgers on the fire, they cook obviously, but they're char grilled on the outside. And really for a good burger you want it to be brown. So I'm hoping if I can keep, if this is obviously on a low heat setting, this will be much better for cooking those burgers. So yeah. Again, nothing too special. Little portable kettle. Again, this is as light as a feather. Very easy to use. You just use this hatch and out comes your water. I'll put this on the stove as well. And again, when you're putting a pan on an open fire to either boil water or, you know, you want to make a brew or whatever, you know, there's always one of those rookie mistakes you can make, and I've done it plenty of times. If the handle is too far, you know, over the fire, it's going to heat up, innit? And when you pick it up, if you've not got gloves on, you could scald yourself. And then if you tip your pan, well, that's your fire gone, isn't it? So these little, you know, bad boys are much more efficient in that way. If you know, wanting to avoid putting any water near your fire at all, you'll have get yourself a stove, little, you know, handy sized kettle, and yeah, happy days. Last thing that I got, this little bad boy right here, compact camping toaster. I mean, look at it, this looks fantastic. You see from the picture there, you know, you need your portable stove, which I've got. And then it's like a ceramic metal dish by the looks of it, with little holes. I'm guessing that the heat comes up through there and you just rotate your toast over and over until it's cooked to how you like it. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this. See, to me, even though I'm, like, don't get me wrong, I'm super duper chuffed with all that equipment that I got. Really looking forward to using it, and it will be used many times throughout this year. But to me, this is the sort of stuff you take if you want to go glamping, which for those that don't know, basically glamorous camping. It's camping without all the hardships of it, shall we say. And I much prefer wild camping, where, you know, like I say, you're working with raw materials, you know, like branches, and, you know, like we put the moss on the shelter recently, and, you know, working to your environment and being adaptable and all that sort of stuff. I much prefer doing that sort of stuff, you know. And I think we've touched on this briefly before, how I think subconsciously we're all drawn to nature because we came from here, we came from the woods, and we left the woods, and, you know, we've kind of become desensitized to it. But when you're out here, you know, and you're out here often enough, there's odd moments where I think that subconscious reawakens, and it's like we're meant to be here. You know, like, that's why I'm always so happy whenever I'm out here. Because I believe that, you know, we are still drawn to nature. Because, you know, like, with like going away and going on holiday, I've not been on holiday properly since 2017. I went to London for a few days with my sister. It was a present for her doing really well on her GCSEs. And since then, the only times I've been away is actually if I've been camping. You know, I've been to campsites and I've been wild camping. And to me, that's enough now. You know, like a couple of days out here, you know, out in the middle of nowhere with my tent and, my mates or whatever. That to me is breakaway enough because, as I say, I'm at my happiest when I'm out here in nature. So that's it. Test run of new equipment done and dusted. Yeah, there were noticeable differences with that than using an open fire. The burgers this time, they were nice and brown on top, well cooked through. Whereas when you put it on a fire, it just char grills them because it's too hot. It's so hot, and you're supposed to let burgers simmer. So I'm told anyway. The toaster, obviously that takes quite a while. I had that bread on there for maybe 10 minutes and it was just about toasted, but I was really hungry, so I just had to eat. So I'll try that again in the future. It'd be good to have, like bacon again up here and use the toaster. The stove itself, it is an easy piece of equipment to use, but it were very, very testing to begin with, trying to get the element to light a spark, then the gas will like get a fire on the hob. But once I got it going, there were no problems with it. It just takes longer than what you would expect to get on a fire, which it is what it is. This is the safer way to do it, really, because fires, if you underestimate them, they can bite you in the ass, in a lot of ways. So yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with everything. As I say, now I've got all this equipment that I can use in the future. So I think I'm going to wrap it up there for today. Oh, that is hot. That's water that's come out of that kettle. I'm going to enjoy my brew. Probably have a toot on the pipe. Pack up. This type is literally, this is its last day, I'm afraid. It ripped before. We had to re-tie it up, so sorry type, you've been a very faithful servant to me, but I'm afraid it's time for us to part ways. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like, leave a comment if you think there's anything that I could have done better. As I say, I'm still learning with all this, and more people who are on this channel who are more experienced than I am. I'd love to sit under your learning tree and pick up some tips. Subscribe if you haven't, share it on your social media if you want to. and I'll see you all further on down the road. Bye bye.